position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Longhorns have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Handoff from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Big moment in recruiting last week. Four-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a four-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Got a little space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Johnson wants to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. On target to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Off the play fake on first down. Steps away to find some room. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
The name of the game is trying to pressure the quarterback. These bootlegs do a really good job of moving the quarterback's launch point. And then guess what? Now he gets to run the football. So he gets outside the pocket, makes guys look silly with his speed, and gets big chunks of yards like it's nothing.
He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Pulls it in. It's Odom. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll leave it with the lone back. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
Things looking really good for this offense on their first drive of the game. They've been able to get it done a lot of ways. An explosive play there in the running game. Great vision. He's able to break out, and he sets his offense up in 1st and goal.
The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. On the option. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Now, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Back to pass, it's Manning. Got the quick pass. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job, and the pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start, try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Takes it on the shovel. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Making side adjustments here. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He fought them off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To throw, it's Manning. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Johnson looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Got the 1st down himself. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. On the run, it's Haynes. Oh, he got loose. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster, and they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Grabbed behind the line. It's Baxter. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Baxter. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch near the 50. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Turning it on. Made a defender miss. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to the Red Hawks of Miami. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Makes the catch. It's Wingo. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Hunt is on its way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. We talked a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Motion from the back. Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Offense gets set for second down. To the ground with the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Horns up and ready to hurt them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Looking to throw for it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. On the move. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Wolverines want to move quickly. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
To the air on second down. It's complete. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll line up for a second down play. to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoid. Penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. I knew it was hot out there, but apparently it's fried the coach's brain. They've got the punt team out there, and it's not fourth down. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Back to pass, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Wingo. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down, got to use their time wisely.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the back. Grabbed over the middle, it's Baxter. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Well, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the interception. Because of the pressure and because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. The defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
They'll run it from the gun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. trailing by a couple of scores. They'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Quick completion on the out. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense set on first down. Looking for space. It's Baxter. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Unloads it left. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes. They've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. First and 10 from the 23. They'll run it from the gun. Jukes his way for more. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Play action on first down. On the run, still looking. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Johnson wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Tripped up for the tackle.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Line out trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. He's looking to pass. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up by 28 over Ball State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Line getting set on 2nd down. Let's go. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Here's the pressure. Lets it fly. A strike downfield. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Looking for room, it's Watson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Give to the running back. Plows through the defense. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Winston. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
The Longhorns are on the move. From the shotgun, the inside give. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mix. Of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And he had to bend that one back in with the help of the right upright, but it counts. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. They think there's room to run to the right here. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Johnson looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Priestcorn. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And here comes the offense on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. He's looking downfield to throw. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That one will find its way out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Well, the running back really lucky he jumped on his own fumble right there, and he's going to have to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure on the ball and with ball security, because you put it on the ground, you find yourself on the sideline in this offense.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Manning. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat.
Oh, he's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now, because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Punt is in the air. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. There he goes. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Still on his feet at the 45. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Morgan. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. Leaves it with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Trying to turn the corner on the right. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
On 4th down, going to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. Feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
Here comes the Texas offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is one of the best run defenses in the entire country. They pride themselves on being the most physical unit, and you are seeing that in this game, shutting down this running back.
Snap it to the back. He's out past the 35. Turning it on! They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, in this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Well, that one goes incomplete, and certainly the quarterback can help his receiver out a little bit by trying to slow him down or make a more accurate throw, but that didn't have a shot at staying in bounds.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Got it behind the line. It's Watson. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Touchdown, Longhorn! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Sends it back in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And now on second down for this offense. Got the first down, looking for more. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Johnson looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Try to keep it all in front, or will they go after the quarterback here and try to end it? Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Wingo. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Manning. With the catch, it's Baxter. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wingo. Oh, he's got some space. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Escapes trouble. Still running at the 40. And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
When linebackers blitz, not only do they have to be able to beat offensive linemen, but they're going to have to beat running backs and tight ends. You've got to have moves in your repertoire, and that linebacker showed that there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making checks. He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Fourth down, gotta have it here. Makes the grab, it's Wingo. He's stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups, and let's explode those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. 4th quarter, 2-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
Getting knocked back to open this drive. It's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Well, he did a good job to get the foot down in bounds, but only picked up a yard and not enough for a first down.
Yeah, they need to work with more space, Reese. I mean, it's not worth throwing the football all that way to the boundary and just a toe tap and get 1 yard. We got to do a better job trying to get these playmakers the football closer to the middle of the field.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to pass on second down. Here's a heat. Back open in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle, hits ground. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Back to throw, it's Manning. He wants a big play here late. This is picked off in the end zone, but the officials are saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense. So a little too much contact trying to defend the fade in the end zone, and the PI will move it closer. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty.
Get set, get set.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's caught in the end zone, and we're all tied up there, an extra point away from winning it.
Man, how about the execution by this offense, taking almost all of the clock, tying this football game, and now get that kicker loose, no pressure at all, go kick that thing to the uprights, and you get the big W.
Just an extra point away from taking the lead late. And he knocks through the pressure-filled extra point, and now see if they can hang on. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. He's taking the deep shot. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Starting to feel a little pressure. Got room at the 35. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.